Hey folks, you'll recall at the top of the newscast just a few minutes ago, it was 80 in Laredo. Front just went through there. They're down to 68 right now. San Antonio's down to 50. Del Rio's at 56, while on this side of the front, temperatures are all in the 70s. We go a little wider and looking at 30s and 40s when you get back up into West Texas. You heard about the snow in the Panhandle today. Winter weather advisories out up there. But boy, look at that line of showers and storms firing up along the front. Pretty easy to figure out where it is when you look at this. There's some rain out ahead of it, but the big stuff certainly back up here making its way into Laredo as we speak. And we've gone severe in this area right here, LaSalle, northern Webb counties. Those are both severe storms. This stuff down here, not severe, but it's rained pretty good. The models say that the stuff that's fired up in the southern end of this does come through the valley, but not with the intensity that we're seeing up to the north. Yes, showers and maybe a thunderstorm or two, but severe weather, probably not. We'll watch for you. In the meantime, you can see that line goes up through Encino and then Cotulla northward from there. San Antonio, already hearing of some high water rescues in San Antonio because it's been raining there. They're under flood warnings as we speak. Austin, the front right on top of them, temperatures cooling off. You go to the north from there, you can see it's cooling off as well. So there's your front. It pushes into the valley, probably the western part of the valley by midnight now. Zapata into Starr County by midnight or so. Clears the coast certainly before dawn, maybe by about 4 a.m. And then we dry out. And boy, it just turns gorgeous for the weekend. Dew points drop, the whole atmosphere dries out. The sky's going to be about as blue as it can be by the time we get to Saturday and Sunday. And then next week we see a little moisture coming back in. But boy, the weekend looks just delightful. Chilly at night, nice during the day. Another front due about Wednesday of next week looks pretty strong. Now let's watch winds with this front. Right now the winds are 9 or 10 miles an hour. Front pushes in. There's 1 a.m. We're already seeing the leading edge of it over here. But look what happens by the time we get to 5 o'clock in the morning. Winds are gusting to over 30 miles an hour across just about all the valley. A gale warning in effect at the coast. Winds gusting to over 40, perhaps over 50. We've seen gusts to over 50 with the front already up around Carrizo Springs and Cotulla. By the time you get to tomorrow afternoon, this is 1 o'clock, still gusting to over 20, stronger at the coast. And finally, by football time, still breezy, but not like it's going to be in the morning. It's going to die down a little bit into the evening hours, but even at that, it'll be a breezy evening. Now, let's watch temperatures. Front comes through middle of the night. 4 o'clock in the morning, you're down to the 50s in Starr County, maybe still in the 70s along the coast. Front really dropping temperatures a good 20 degrees when it comes through, and then by 6 a.m., we're all in the 50s. We warm up a little, but not much. Low 60s during the daytime, maybe topping out 66 or 67. By the end of the football games, we're back to 60, and by Saturday morning, low 50s, maybe upper 40s. Saturday afternoon, though, back in the 70s. Sunday morning, some readings in the 40s across the area, and by Sunday afternoon, right back up into the 80s once again. So your day planner for tomorrow looks this way. In the 50s in the morning, around 60, 61 at lunchtime. Clouds just kind of thin out as the day goes on. Any rain should be first thing in the morning, should move out after that. By 10 o'clock tomorrow night, about 60 degrees. In the next 7 days, we warm back up. But tomorrow, the coolest of the bunch. And again, another front about Wednesday drops temperatures again for the middle of next week. So your first 1-5 AccuWeather forecast for tonight, 57 showers and storms with that front. Severe weather for the most part should stay north, but there could be an isolated storm in there, so we'll be watching that. You'll hear with the front when it comes in regardless. And then in the morning, a couple of early morning showers, then things break. It's just windy and chilly the rest of the day. 67 for a high tomorrow, 75 on Saturday, 83 on Sunday. But look at the lows in the 40s. And then next week we warm it back up until Wednesday. Then another front cools it off again for the end of next week. That's your updated first 1-5 AccuWeather forecast. Joel?